In today's video, we're going to be showing you guys the top 3 Arena 15 decks. Now, this is an exciting video to make because obviously so many of you guys are in Arena 15. We've gotten countless requests lately, so that is exactly why we're bringing this video to the channel. If you know someone in your clan that's struggling in Arena 15, definitely let them know. Check out today's video because we have 3 different decks today, and they're all going to be different playstyles. So one of them is for you, and they each play differently. So if you're good at cycling, then stay tuned. We'll show you a cycle deck. If you're good at playing defensive and counter pushing, then stay tuned for that as well, guys. So before we get into the decks, I do quickly want to say, if you're new to the channel and you haven't already subscribed, make sure to subscribe down below, guys. But without further ado, leave a like on the video for some good luck, and obviously if you're going to use any of these decks, show your support, guys. But nonetheless, guys, check this out. It is a P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam deck for deck number 1, because you cannot go wrong with this, guys. If you haven't tried this deck out before, if you've refused to try it because it doesn't look the best to you, or if you just simply don't have the right cards, stay tuned. I'll show you guys some substitutions, and if you comment them down below, I'll try and get some card swaps just in there for you guys. Like, for example, if you don't have the Band-Aid, you can toss a Skeleton Barrel and you can actually do some decent work with that. But without further ado, guys, we are going to keep the Fireball in here instead of the Poison version, because currently the Royal Hogs are everywhere, so you're going to need the Fireball in order to take down those Royal Hogs. But nonetheless, guys, let's get into match number 1. Alright, we're searching for a game, guys. This is a beautiful opportunity now to go ahead and leave a like on the video, but this one's got losses here, so we're going to go ahead and queue up, and we immediately find a match. Oopa, good luck, man. See so much. Okay, I don't know how to say his clan name, I'm not going to lie to you, but Battle Ram is going to be a beautiful first play here, guys, in the back, so then we can keep on farming our elixir up, see what he's got in store, and if he goes with any sort of Valkyrie, obviously, it's going to be a great way of doing so. So with this deck, guys, you got to make sure you do not overcommit, and something you do got to remember, though, is P.E.K.K.A. is one of the strongest cards in the game in single times elixir, because, like, if it can literally get so much elixir value. If they only have a wizard or a knight, I mean, the P.E.K.K.A. can literally two-shot all of that really easily. So the cannon card's coming down. This is going to be good for us, guys. Check it out. So with the P.E.K.K.A., obviously, you have multiple ways of doing damage here. We're actually going to go for a Magic Archer right here, which will end up just clapping this tower's HP, guys, because the Magic Archer locks on. That's going to be so much tower damage, and unless he has a great answer, which honestly that Fireball is a pretty good answer, that's going to be a great way for him to deal with that. But nonetheless, we're going to get a little bit of damage off with the Magic Archer shot. You also have that Fireball in there to counter things like Mother Witch, even though the Mother Witch wouldn't have gotten too much value otherwise. We do go ahead and do that, guys. So we're going to go for our Electro Wizard. We're going to go for our Royal Ghost. Since we know he's got Royal Hogs now, we're going to need to save our Fireball in order to make sure we can deal with those Royal Hogs, guys, because obviously since the balance changes, they've got that extra HP. It's so much harder to deal with them, but the skeletons do come out. The Electro Wizard's going to deal with them pretty decently, and the Electro Wizard, guys, is going to reset that tower, so the Royal Ghost is taking the brunt of the heat, and that way the Electro Wizard gets some extra shots off. That is what we like to see, guys. Let's go ahead and go with the Bandit in the back. Let's go ahead and just go with a Battle Ram here, because obviously we're trying to just distract this cannon card. The Bandit will come up right behind it and absolutely destroy that cannon card, guys, and the Goblin Brawler comes down, and at this point in the match, even though we really haven't done anything other than slowly cycle our cards, we actually do have a very big lead, which is something you just love to see. So let's go ahead and go with another P.E.K.K.A. here. If he goes with his Royal Hogs, we do have the Fireball, and since knowing that, I mean, we're going to be in a great spot, guys. We can afford to spend a lot of elixir building up a push if we know we can defend his win condition. So that's the biggest thing with this deck, guys. You just got to know your opponent's deck and then play from there. It's going to be a very good time. Let's go ahead and go with our Magic Archer out here, hopefully baiting out a Fireball, and then we can go with our Electro Wizard out here, so that way his Inferno Dragon really doesn't get any value, guys. So obviously a lot of people would be tempted right now to just go with the Fireball and the Mother Witch, but there's absolutely no need when we can spam him like crazy. I mean, honestly, this is some pretty good Fireball value, but we don't need it, guys. As you can see, I mean, we're going to take this man's tower down without the Fireball or anything, guys. And it's always good to be patient with this deck, right? You got to make sure you have enough elixir to defend, you have enough elixir to push. So he's really trying to bait out this Fireball right now. That's what he's doing by getting all this stuff down. And all we're going to do is place a P.E.K.K.A. in the left lane, absolutely deal with all of that. And then if he goes with his Royal Hogs right lane, which will be well played, we can 100% just a Fireball, zap, and literally kill them all, guys. It's going to be awesome. So there's the Royal Hogs coming in. We can Fireball, we can zap, and that kills the entire Royal Hogs push there. And as you can see, this deck completely controlling the match. If you just know how to play against your opponents, guys, you're going to have an excellent time with this deck here today. But it is certainly a strong deck. Obviously, you can't knock P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam, guys. It's going to shut down Golem. It'll shut down Electro Giant, stuff like that. Even RG, especially if they don't really know how to use their Fisherman, going to be a lot of fun for you guys there. So deck number 1 completely controlling that match, dude. What a good time, and thank you very much for playing, dude. So deck number 1, guys, you saw there, 3.9 average elixir cost. A lot of people might say, Diddy, that's a little bit on the heavier side for me, and I understand that. But in terms of actual cyclage, once you make it to double elixir by playing slow, just really playing based off of your opponent, then you can 100% win, guys. And like I said, if you know your opponent's win condition, you can 100% go with that P.E.K.K.A. in the back, slow roll push, especially in 1x elixir. It's kind of tough to know your opponent's deck really early, but if you do figure it out, that certainly opens up a whole lot of opportunities with this deck here today. Getting into deck number 2, guys, it is the Lumberjack Balloon Freeze deck, but this one's 100% more meta than the other one with the Baby Dragon. This one you have the Electro Dragon and the Inferno Dragon in here instead of the Electro Dragon and the Baby Dragon, guys. The Inferno Dragon is going to help your tank bust, especially with that freeze spell up in here. And the NATO, guys, always going to be good, especially with that barb barrel as well. The spell composition of this deck is extremely strong. So kind of like the last one, it is certainly important you know your opponent's deck, guys, because if they have a minion horde and they absolutely destroy you, it's going to be pretty rough. So we're going to wait for him to make his first play, and then we will go ahead and go with this. So this is actually going to be awesome for us because we can go ahead and NATO this Hog Rider so it doesn't get a hit off and it goes straight to that King Tower activation, guys. That is going to be beautiful here. He is crying, and that is huge for us, guys. So he does have Musketeer, he does have the cannon, because like I said, guys, knowing your opponent's deck, especially with this one here, it's going to be essential, guys. We're going to go ahead and go with a bowler in the back, open up potentially in a fireball opportunity here, and if he does go with this fireball, we're just going to lumberjack balloon opposite lane and take his tower down, because there's going to be nothing he can do to stop our balloon, because we know his answers, guys. He's got the fireball and he's got the Musketeer. Those are going to be his two main ways of dealing with this stuff here. We're going to go ahead and honestly, let's go ahead and go with our lumberjack balloon right here. Just force out some elixir, because obviously he does have the cannon, he does have the fireball, but will it be enough? I'm thinking it might not be, guys. The Musketeer is going to come down here. The balloon is raised. Is he going to Musketeer this, guys? He's going to have to. We could have frozen. I really was too scared to freeze, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I was too scared to freeze, but the bowler, guys, look at that left tower there, actually getting numbers put in against it, guys, and we are back to our tornado here. So that's gonna be a beautiful NATO. Certainly a little early, but nonetheless, it will get the job done there, guys. This deck is crushing, and honestly, if we aren't careful, our King Tower might get lower than our Princess Towers here. So we do have to keep that in mind, obviously. We gotta be very careful with that. But we do have the bowler for the Hog Rider, which is certainly another decent answer. And this timing here on the barb barrel, you normally want to send the barb barrel once the Musketeer is right at the start of the opposite side of the bridge from you guys. So that's a little bit of a tip. Whether a Musketeer, a Witch, a Wizard, something of the sort is coming across the bridge, that is the timing you're looking for with the barb barrel, and then you just basically put your finger right where my lumberjack is, and your barb barrel will absolutely deal with it, guys. So Inferno Dragon coming in. What we're going to do here is we're going to go for an Inferno Dragon. We're going to go for a Lumberjack Balloon right lane and hope we can take this guy's tower down. Actually, do we go right or left lane with this, guys? I'm thinking we go right lane. Yeah, let's go right lane here. We know he's got the Musketeer. We know he's got all sorts of stuff. Let's go ahead and barb barrel this as well. The balloon will not get seen by that cannon, so he's going to need to really cycle, guys. He gets that down. We're going to go ahead and freeze right now. Freeze spell does come down. That beautiful freeze spell. And the Inferno Dragon on the left, guys, is going to lead to so much tower damage, and the balloon almost gets another hit. We're going to go ahead and go the bowler here, and then we can honestly NATO this Hog Rider off just to make sure he doesn't get too much damage, guys. The bowler there on the tower going to be doing so much damage, along with our Lumberjack here on defense. It's going to be awesome. And since our bowler is so tanky, he's going to absolutely just tank those Musketeer bullets, allowing us to get back to another balloon, guys. And we don't need this balloon to get any shots off. All we are asking for right now, guys, is for, okay, nice, is for some death damage. So it's possible. We're gonna go ahead and freeze all of that. The freeze spell, guys, it's so good. And since he has cannon instead of anything else, I mean, our balloons bomb is going to do some damage to that, guys. We're honestly gonna NATO this Musketeer right in. Booyah, 20 health. That is gonna be at, and that is game over against Hog 2.6, guys. He had a super fast cycle. It's not gonna matter there. And we do get the game over W with game number 2, guys. So that was awesome. Obviously, he had a pretty interesting deck. Hog 2.6 can certainly be very strong, but just playing smart, and those 2 freeze spells we had were incredibly clutch. Freezing the Musketeer, freezing the tower with even just a slight bit of HP on that balloon, guys, making for an awesome victory there. Like Pack of Bridge Spam, as you notice, guys, the average elixir cost here going to be very similar. So the similar playstyle in terms of how fast you want to play your cards. Seeing an opportunity there with the Lumberjack and Balloon, obviously, is awesome. You want to keep the Lumberjack and Balloon in cycle together, unless you really need the Lumberjack on defense. But overall, sometimes you just have to take some tower damage. But when you're facing Hog Rider with this deck, do that exact tornado placement I did, guys, and get that Hog Rider to the King Tower, get that easy King Tower activation, and absolutely crush your opponents with this deck. Deck number 3 of 3 today, guys, is going to be the Royal Recruits and Royal Hogs deck. Now, this one actually has a 3.9 average elixir cost, and once again, this is going to be a very fun deck to play, because other than the Lumberjack Balloon deck, where it's more so a cycle deck to get to that Lumberjack Balloon to get tower damage, this deck, you have all sorts of answers, all sorts of control, so that makes this deck incredibly strong on defense. Overall, you're going to absolutely be able to destroy opponents, and a good first play with this deck is going to be doing this with the barb barrel, and we're going to go ahead and go with some early Royal Recruits, guys. We're going to see what he's got in store. If this is another Hog 2.6 player, I'll be pretty surprised. Hog 2.6 isn't incredibly popular, but you never know what you're going to see, guys. We're going to go ahead and go with some Royal Hogs like this. This is going to be a really strong push, because he's going to need to choose to fireball something. I guess he can certainly fireball now, but yeah, no, he's out of elixir, guys. He is straight up out of elixir. So these Royal Recruits and the Royal Hog, although not going to do too much damage, they will get so much elixir value there by taking out the Musketeer and getting that hit off on the left side. So we're feeling good about this one. Overall, the idea here is we're going to need to be able to survive until double elixir, then get a massive push down, so then he cannot survive, and overall, we'll get overwhelmed by this guy. So if he goes with any fireball here, That'll be fine. The biggest thing with this, guys, is if we can bait his fireball out and then just go with our royal hogs, that'll be huge. That will be absolutely huge. So let's go ahead and go with our zappies. Let's try and bait out this fireball. And if we do see a fireball come down, that's going to be a green light to go all in right lane. So we'll see if he does it. He does. He does. What a big mistake, guys. Let's go ahead and bar barrel. Let's go ahead and royal hogs. And we actually have fireball and cycle here to go and crush anything here. So he will probably get the cannon down. There it is. Let's go ahead and fireball this, guys. Because the royal hog, oh, they will go take it. They will get taken down there, guys. This is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad. He's going to have way more lakes than us. Oh, shoot. Okay, actually the musketeer goes down. Not the end of the world there. We have a goblin cage and cycle, so that was honestly not bad. Could have been better, but like I said, you're going to need double elixir in this matchup. Just because he's got such a fast cycle than us, he will be able to outcycle us heavily in 1x elixir. In double, though, we will be able to keep on cycling stuff in the back. So let's go ahead, go with our zappies in the back. If he goes to this hog rider, we do have the goblin cage here, so we got options right now. We're going to go for our goblin cage nice and high. And we will go ahead and bar barrel both of these. Bar barrel will be awesome because the goblin brawler is just tanking for that barbarian, guys. And the hog rider ends up getting one shot. Not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, let's go ahead. See what's going on here. We're gonna go ahead with some slow roll recruits. Obviously, if he does fireball this, that'll open up a massive opportunity for us to keep on split lane pressuring everything. But for now, let's go ahead and flying machine. We're going to see a fireball any second now for sure. There it is coming down, guys. We're gonna go ahead and go with zappies. We're gonna try and save up some elixir so we can go with a split roll hogs, and then we are going to also get a fireball down, hopefully on a cannon. This is gonna be an awesome fireball, guys. Flying machine, royal hogs. It's all coming down and through, and that right tower is taking so much damage. He's forced to fireball the left, but now you can see that right tower, guys, is getting straight up overwhelmed. So that is huge for us. We're going to go ahead and goblin cage. We're going to go ahead and go with our zappies here because we know the hog rider is going to come out, most likely at least. And if we can just slow roll another one of those pushes, guys, he's going to hopefully get taken down there. So the fireball does come down right there. That's going to open up a huge opportunity for us to go with our royal hogs. Luckily for him, he does miss that log, actually. Unluckily, I meant. Let's go ahead and go with our electro spirit. Let's go with our bar barrel. We're getting a bunch of stuff down here. The bar barrel, the electro spirit, guys, he doesn't even get our left tower. And as you saw there, even if he was able to take our left tower, would he have gotten enough damage? Or would he have been able to have enough elixir in that amount of time to defend what we were about to have on his tower? I don't know, guys. Probably not. But nonetheless, 3 very strong decks going 3-0 today with these bad boys. And although they are similar to the elixir cost, I mean, this is more certainly a psycho deck rather than this one where it's more so control. And the P.E.K.K.A. Bridge spam is more of like a defend and counter push type of deck. So all 3 decks having their own play style, even though they are very similar in elixir cost, going to be 3 very strong and meta decks for Arena 15 for you guys. So I really do hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, if you enjoyed, you're going to use any of these decks, leave a like, subscribe to show your support to the channel. And I do really appreciate everyone using code Diddy down in the shop. If you watched until the end, guys, we do have season coming up in Clash Royale, season coming up in Clash of Clans, so definitely make sure to support me, the channel, by typing in code Diddy. So I do really appreciate everyone using code Diddy, but nonetheless, guys, have a great day. Thank you all so much for watching. Master Diddy-san, out.